Wow. You know what? This is just desserts, okay? Just desserts. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. You know what? It may actually finally be working. And you're probably saying, what? What, pray tell, are you talking about? Well, you may remember that I just got back a couple of days ago from being at the Palace in Dallas. Now, it's kind of crazy that right now, for the Monday night game, Texans versus the Cowboys, that the fees for SeatGeek and Ticketmaster are more than the price of the tickets. Let me say that again. I want you to understand that, I remember when we were talking about going to the Eagles game, that everybody's like, you got to hurry up and get your tickets. You got to hurry up and get your tickets, man, right? And the ticket sales were, the tickets were expensive. I remember Walker Wade saying, man, the nosebleed seats, man, they're $400. And I said, just wait. I always like to buy the tickets. I'm a last minute guy, and I should have waited until we were actually there the morning of, because we could have been down in the lower level for seeing the Dallas Cowboys literally burn down up closer. But just for the sake of argument, I was just curious, how bad are the tickets? Now, to give you an example, when I first started looking at the tickets to go to the Eagles game about 5-6 weeks ago, the upper level seats were in the high 300s. The party deck, the standing room only tickets, were at $89. We ended up getting our seats, which were 300 level. They were like $230, $240, and then it was $113 in fees per ticket, which is ridiculous. They're just stealing from you. Be that as it may, that pales into comparison to what they are right now. If you want to go to the Cowboys versus the Texans game, the Party Pass tickets are down to $37. The upper level seats, there's just pages and pages and pages of 400 level seats that are under $100. Mind you, I'm not saying $99. I'm talking about $69, $70, $75. They are literally at the point of what happened in Washington, where people they actually gave some tickets away for a Snickers bar. So here's the thing, what Stephen Jones, he told us, they said, are you worried about not having done anything to help the team? The inactivity that you guys have had, that the fans are upset about the loss of Green Bay. Well, you had Stephen Jones say, well, we had our tickets, our re-ups were higher than they've ever been, so we've got people that are buying the tickets and things. Now, that is true. The Cowboys won't feel any pain from the ticket resales, okay? Because those tickets were all bought by season ticket holders. The ones that are hurting are the ones who aren't going to the game, that are season ticket holders, that are now trying to unload those tickets, and they can't. If they bought tickets that are completely worthless, and I mean worthless at this moment. So here's where it hurts. Is when you start talking about the fans' experience that's there. Talking about beer sales. When you're talking about concession stands. When you're talking about buying all those jerseys and things. And mind you, ain't nobody buying Cowboys jerseys this year. You don't see the Cowboys, their draft picks and things like that in the top 10. You don't. And now they're literally trying to give away the tickets, and they're talking about possibly flexing the Cowboys out of primetime games. So here's what I will say. Everybody keeps saying, stop giving your money to Jerry Jones. Well, it seems like that's the case. Now understand here, he can weather a recession. He's got more money than everybody else, and because of revenue sharing, he'll still get money. Maybe not quite as much. And I'm not sure, you know what? Those tours, God, it costs almost as much to go to a tour than it does to go to a game. And I'm betting you by Saturday, some of those seats will be under $50. So yeah, we're looking at Jerry Jones. It's not so much that he can't stand to lose the money, but this may be a devastating blow to his ego that everybody has written off the Dallas Cowboys. And see, this is where you start to say enough is enough. You know, I went to, I'm not mad that I did. I went to training camp, right? And that's not a cheap thing to do. Because the Cowboys work out in Oxnard, not that many people per se that go to training camp live in Oxnard. Law Nation doesn't. You know, you think about, you know, all the people that are going to training camp to cover training camp. They're from Texas and things. Now, you do have a lot of people that come up from Los Angeles. Now, if you're in Los Angeles, you can drive up for the day and have training camp. But for somebody like me, I had to get plane tickets to go there. Now, the good thing for me was we actually had business we needed to take care of in L.A. because my daughter was closing up her storage unit because she's getting her apartment, and next month we'll be moving her in to her new apartment and stuff. So we had to do that. And I looked at it as a chance to go ahead and get my daughters and my wife there for a little vacation because we stayed at, although I'm disappointed in what used to be a great hotel, Embassy Suites, now Zachary Dunes, man. It's like the Cowboys. It's not like it used to be. The prices went up and the services went down. It's beginning to look worn out. So looking at a place that's like $350 a night and escalates as the weekend goes on, and then you think about the plane tickets to go there, but that's not the part that bothers me, because that's on any trip now. But here's what bothers me the most is, and I'm looking at the Cowboys differently now, because when I went to training camp, you got to understand, I went 12 years ago originally, and you could stand on the fence line on both sides of the fields. And to stand on the fence line, you just had to be a True Blue member, and that was $20. And you would get a discount on any merchandise that you had for the next year. And then they ended up making the end zone a primo thing. So it was like $380 for the week. You could be sitting in the end zone there. Okay, that was kind of cool. But you could still get on the two sidelines if you were a True Blue member. Now, I wasn't there the year before when they first built the platform. They built the platform, which blocks out the people in townhouses. But that becomes a premium thing that is like $300 a day to sit there. And no longer can you be on that sideline. Because, see, it used to be, you go to training camp, you stand on that sideline, your kids might get a chance to see, you get up close to the players coming on the field, you at least see them. And maybe they come over and they sign your stuff. Unless you're paying that money, you're not getting anywhere close to the access that you used to have with the Cowboys players. So now you have the one side, but instead of it being that you pay for your True Blue membership and you can stand there, oh no. Because now you got to go online and you have to get a ticket with a wristband that is $22 a day per person to be there on that sideline. So you're paying more and getting less. So the only spot that's actually free, although you still have to pay for parking, is if you sit in the bleachers in the sun. And they may be practicing over on the other field, in which case you don't see it. And so you start thinking about, and this is where I was like, next year I don't need to take my daughters and all that stuff. And it's like, do I really want to go out there? And who knows what, for all we know, it might be $30 a day to be on the fence line. I can't afford to spend 300 plus to sit in the, VIP area, that everything is solely about the money and never about giving back. And you start looking at this to the point where even with the NFL, has the games on so many different platforms that your head's swimming, and it's just getting to be to the point where you can't afford to even watch it. And that's even if they're good. So Jerry's facing a lot of backlash right now, and we'll see how it goes when AT&T is empty and put at a 1 o'clock game. We'll see how Jerry Jones likes that. And that, my friends, may be the thing that finally makes his ass wake up and realize I got to do some drastic shit to win us back.